Welcome to Board Games Daddy. So, as you have been probably expecting, I've acquired all the murders at Karlov Manor Commander decks. So, in the next videos, I'll be unboxing all of them. We'll have Deep Clue C, Blame Game, Deadly Disguise, and Revenant Recon. Don't forget to subscribe and to be ready to see these videos. Thank you. Goodbye. And this is going to be my last video for Murders at Karlov Manor Commander decks. Without any special order, this was the one that I am opening last. So Revenant Recon, Surveil and Resurrect Creatures. You have this kind of vampire guy here, which is called Mirko, Obsessive Tourists. Join Mirko Vosk in his tireless search for answers and play surveil cards that trigger bonus effects. At the same time, fill your graveyard with an army of corpses and bring them back with a vengeance. So Mirko is a mind-manipulative vampire determined to unravel the true fate of House Dimir and its shadowy guildmaster. So let's see what is inside this deck. Beware mortals, this would be a great place for a secret message. Finally, they're breaking the fourth wall now with the decks as well. So funny, and at the same time not funny at all. Okay, so inside the envelope you get the box for this deck. This is going to be a blue and black deck here, so the colors are a little bit about that. And there's Mirko. Inside you have a life dial, and these things come with this appetizer, which is a collector boosted sample pack for Karlov. I'm clueless who Karlov is, but I know that he has a manor, big mansion, so must be an important person in the lore. And maybe we can get his card. Maybe that will be a huge party. Lazav, Wearer of Faces. A legendary creature. Oh, could be on this deck. Could be, maybe it's on this deck. Maybe it's a secondary commander. Let's see. And the chase is on. Foiled common. Crap. Let's see. So inside the box we have the decks here, and don't forget to punch out the tokens. There's also the tokens here for case solved. Yeah. You also have this piece of paper that is giving you more hints about how this deck is played, the commander rules. And important to mention here is this wheel here, which have symbols that correspond to a specific message. Inside each of these decks there is a card called a ransom note or whatever, and they have each deck has a different one with a different message, so you need to use the wheels to translate the message there. I don't know, I haven't done that. This is my last deck, so I was waiting for this to be able to understand the messages. Anyway, on the other side you'll get to know more about Mirko. Once a high-ranking member of House Dimir, Mirko Vosk has been adrift ever since House Dimir destruction during the Phyrexian invasion. Oh, the Dimir got screwed. Let me just turn this a bit to help me manage the paper. So the Dimir got distracted. His talent with mind-influencing magic should have been enough to secure a position anywhere in Raven's criminal underworld. There's just a fatal flaw. He finds it all immersively boring. Neither freelance mercenary works nor leisure time captured his interest the way the mere manipulations and subterfuge did. Recently, he's found a new occupation, which is conspiracy theorist. He became a YouTuber. He's become convicted that House Dimir was not truly destroyed during the invasion. Wow, and instead took advantage of the chaos to stage his own demise and retreat back into the shadows. Okay, so if that's the case, if he's part of House Dimir, How come he was not part of the conspiracy as well? Maybe he's just a rookie. Mirko believes that since then, the Mir agents have been quietly rebuilding and continuing to manipulate events under the leadership of Lazav. Wait a minute. Lazav, there it is. Lazav. So we got the big Dimir manipulator here, huh? Lazav, the supposedly dead mastermind. Mirko now spends his days hunting down rumors and clues of Lazav's whereabouts. He thinks it's a test. If he can track down his former guildmaster, then he will prove himself worthy to rejoin the Dimir and regain his rightful place within the guild. Okay, finally a lore that seems to be interesting, not like the crappy ones from the other decks. The I object one, or the I will protect the innocent by disguising them in the roots. And I just figured it out that I didn't read one of the lores from the first deck, so I'm clueless what the Merfolk was. So this one, wow, this one, I want to watch the second episode. Yes, if this was the pilot episode, I for sure would continue and see a bit more of the Netflix show. I want to see the Netflix show of this. Is the House Dimir really dead? Is the conspiracy alive? I want to know more. Let's see if we can understand from the cards. So Mirko, 3 mana, 1/3, vampire, flying, vigilance, and when you surveil, you put a +1 on this guy, so you'll surveil like crazy. At the beginning of your end step, you may return target creature card with power less than Mirko from your graveyard to the battlefield with finality counter on it. If you would die, exile it. Okay, so yeah, graveyard deck clearly here. You surveil, crap, no, good card. Graveyard is less life than Mirko, because Mirko is going to become stronger, and then that creature comes back, unfortunately just once, because if it dies, it goes away. I guess Mirko is going to be an obvious target as soon as he lands his feet on the battleground. But anyway, okay, and yeah, so Lazav is not a secondary commander. No, because I'm hidden. I guess that's a lady, right? That's a lady, Lazav. You'll never find me because I'm like Carmen Sandiego. Where is Lazav? Okay, Marco. Marvo and Marco. Marco, why am I saying Marco? There's no Marco. It's Karlov, not Marco. Okay. Octopus Rogue. Yeah. When octopus become rogues, that's a problem. 5/1/8. What is this? A wall. This guy is a wall, right? It's a defender. Whenever Marvo attacks, clash with defending player. Each clashing player reveals the top card of their library, then puts that card on the top or bottom. A player wins if their card had a higher mana value. Okay, so, and if you win, what happens? Whenever you win a clash, draw a card. Then you may cast a creature spell from your hand with mana value 8 or less without paying its cost. What? Okay, so I guess this deck will have like very high cost creatures because you can bring them from the graveyard by surveilling and stuff, or you can use Marvo here to clash. Clash them for free. Okay, let's see the deck. Let's remove the tokens for now. And so we start with a saga here. Not a saga, it's a case. A case. Looks like a saga. Okay, so how does this work? I've never seen that, or in other decks maybe I've missed. But so you cast at the beginning of your turn, keep your surveil 1, and then to solve, you need, oh, there are conditions to solve. There are 15 or more cards in your graveyard. And when it's solved, whenever you cast a non-legendary creature spell, copy that spell. Okay. Wow, these case cards are fun. It's a saga, but it's not automatic. When you fulfill the conditions, it solves. Or when it solves, until it solves. No, wait, until it solves, and then auto solve, and what happens if solved. That's really cool. Copy catchers. That's a fairies to surveil. Final world phantom. Final world phantom. Watcher of the hours. Big guy. 6/6 flying. Do stuff. Charnel Serenade. Eye of Dusk Mantle. Again, big one. I knew it. I knew it. Big one. 3, 8, 6, 7 mana there. 4-point Steamboat. So cool. Counterpoint. Counter target spell. There's the ransom note here for this deck. Enfin Mutineer. That's the guy that creates tokens. No, exiles. That's the guy that exiles. Exiles again. Wow, another big one. 6 flash flying. Enters the battlefield with surveil for. Look at that art. Ooh, that's the biggest night. Oh, this indeed is a nightmare. I would say that's the biggest nightmare. Mission briefing. Phyrexian Metamorph. Oh, Phyrexian costs here. You may have as a copy of any battlefield. Any creature in the battlefield, especially the big boys from other players. That's good, that's good. Hey, you have a 10/10 there, so I also have one. 8 mana, another beast. Wow, look at that Sphinx. That's a very big, bad Sphinx there. Vizier of many faces. Copies as well. Black Sun Zenith. Dog Detective. Dodge Detective. Doom Whisper. Grave Titan. This is a beast. All the black and blue beasts are in this deck. Massacre Worm. Overseer of the Dam. 7 mana. Wow. So these cards will never be cast. They will come from the graveyard for sure. So those two commanders, they won't last much. They will be the target of removal as soon as possible. Toxic Deluge. Okay, I guess the Kraken would be not the Kraken, but the Octopus would work very. It's more difficult to put in practice because you may draw things that are not these big boys, right? While this commander, you can decide what to surveil. So you have a more direct way to. There are lots of options here to surveil. So you can put quicker the big boys on the graveyard and bring them back. But you need to bring them back. You need to pump first the commander in order for him to become stronger. Yeah, it needs to become stronger for you to bring the big boys. You may return target creature card with power less. So in order for you to bring a 6/6, you have to do survey like 5, 6, 7 times before. So it doesn't start as fast. Oh, there's Lazav. There's Lazav here. Different version of Lazav. Wearer of Faces and a Shapeshifter, which also becomes copies of big boys, yours or other players. Master of Death. Okay, now we get some lands here. Yeah. And brainstorm. Consider. Curate. Deep analysis. Enhance surveillance. A far dispersal. The Mud Drifter. The Nightwell Sprite. Otherworldly Gaze. Truthbound Phantasm. Animate Dead. Oh. There was a Reanimate Dead, which was a very old card. Raise Dead or whatever. Necromancy. Price of Fame. Oh, the Chupacabra! This is a good creature. It comes with a fear inside him. This one is the same thing. Boom. There's a terror, fear, or whatever. Sinister Starfish. Sir Conrad the Grim. Each player mills a card. Whenever another creature dies, or a creature card is put in the graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, like scrying, surveilling, or a creature card leaves your graveyard. Wow! This each opponent. Okay, so this guy will be constantly target everyone because creatures will come in, come out. What a card! What a card for surveil and graveyard decks. Dimir Spybug. What's that? Discovery, dispersal. I hate these cards. I hate these cards. Notion Raid. Signet, the mirror, chalice here, Mindstone, Soul, Talisman Thought, and I guess we're ending up here with the lands, right? Temples. Yeah, that's it. Cool. I think this is also a fun deck. I guess the first one with the clues was the one that I enjoyed the less. The golding seems fun. The morph seems fun. The surveil and graveyard seems fun. The one with the clues. Copy, 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 copy. Salamander Warrior. And the City Blasting and Vizier of Many Faces. This is the copy one, right? Copy. Zombies, 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 zombies. It is not a graveyard deck if you don't have the zombie tokens. So that's it. That's it. That was it. Murders at Karlov Manor, Revenant Recon. Looks cool. I want to try it. I hope you have enjoyed it. So if so, don't forget to leave a like, share it, friends, and thank you for watching until the end. I have a full playlist of Magic content in my channel, as well as for other card games and board games in general. So I truly believe that you will find interesting content there, to the point that you consider subscribing, be part of this community, and be there waiting for my next videos. Thank you very much. Enjoy. Goodbye.